Hey YouTube, Inspired Eric here. Finally getting back to work on this next series of videos that I'll be coming out with over the next few weeks. They will be essentially guitar lessons, more geared towards the beginning guitarist, but these are techniques that I have used over my 20 years of playing and still continue to use them today. A lot of exercises, ways to get your fingers used to the fret and the neck, and just building overall dexterity and endurance for playing and practicing guitar. So today's lesson is going to be very simple and easy. If you are just picking up guitar and you've never played at all, I'm going to cover a couple basics and then we'll get right into today's finger building exercise. Alright, so we're going to start here. We've got 6 strings. We've got low E, also considered the 6th string. A, also known as the 5th string. D, known as the 4th string. G, known as the 3rd string. B, known as the 2nd string. And E, known as the 1st string. So as well as the strings, we also have our frets, of course starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, going all the way up the neck. This exercise today is to familiarize yourself with string placement as well as finger placement on the frets. It's an exercise that I've been using since my very first guitar lesson. We're going to be starting on the 1st string, E, our bottom string here on the guitar. We're going to be starting off playing the string open. We're going to be using all 4 fingers here, but just one at a time. To start off, if you've never played before, you want to just start with a downward picking pattern with each string. It's going to contain 4 notes with each change, and with each change we're going to move 1 fret up the guitar neck. It's going to start off sounding like this. Open, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. That's the beginning of our 4-note progression up the guitar neck. Once I've finished those first 4 notes, this is where the pinky is going to begin being used as well. So we played those first 4. Then we're going to move to the 1st fret now. Use the pinky on the 4th, slide up again. Slide again, 3rd. Slide again, 4th. Once we hit the 12th fret, we're going to begin going backwards in that sequence, starting with the pinky and going down the neck. 4 notes at a time, and then sliding down 1 fret at a time after those 4 notes have been played. That sequence we're going to repeat on every string, continued with just the downward motion if we are a beginning guitarist. As you progress, of course, this exercise will become easier, and as it becomes easier, you'll notice your speed beginning to pick up. You can continue doing a down pick motion. downward picking motion, you can only get so much speed. That's where we'll begin introducing alternate picking. So one downward pick for a note, one upward pick for the next note. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then of course you'll repeat the same progression going back down the fret. Once you've reached this portion and you've determined that you can press the frets down and make a note ring out successfully, your speed of course will continue as well with the up and down picking pattern motion. From there, this just becomes a everyday exercise that I like to use when warming up before playing anything else across the guitar neck. So it's something that you can add to your daily routine to, again, build up your forearm strength, add some calluses to your fingers so you can press those strings down a little bit easier. So today we're just keeping it really short and simple. I want you guys to get into your studio or your bedroom, pick up your guitar, and begin practicing this exercise. Again, as you progress, your speed will progress, but you're going to do this with each string. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the full warm-up. I will be using an alternate picking pattern, but again, it's up to your choosing. You can continue to just do a downward picking pattern until you develop the speed and the coordination to do a alternate picking pattern. E string. Moving on to the B string. Moving on to the G string. Moving on to the D string. Moving on to the A string. Last but not least, moving on to the low E string. So if you notice there on that last E string, I still do struggle a little bit with keeping the correct pattern, but it's still a great exercise after all these years of playing. I always use this every day. I think it's a good exercise you can implement into your guitar playing. I hope you all enjoyed today's guitar lesson. There is going to be a series of about 5 that I'll be coming out with over the next few weeks. Next week's exercise is going to be covering some more additions to today's exercise. as well as adding in another technique just to build dexterity. That's the main thing. We want to build up our fingers and get used to just pressing down strings before we get into chords and scale progressions. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Again, my name's Inspired Eric. If you liked what you've seen today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment, like. I appreciate all your feedback. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks and be well.